Hi, it's Claire Taylor and Wayne Johnson from Mouse Training here.
Hi there.
Welcome to the preview of our PowerPoint introduction course. In this video, we'll be seeing some of the most popular topics on the course. Firstly, organizing and managing the slides in your presentation, using sections and the slide sorter view. Then, we'll wrap up by taking a quick look at one of PowerPoint's hidden gems, the Selection Pane. Wayne is on first, showing us how to insert slides and sections.
Inserting slides into your PowerPoint presentations is really easy. But you'll need to be able to control which slide layout you are inserting into the deck. Let me show you. Every slide in your presentation deck is the product of a slide layout. When you start a new presentation, your first slide will be a title slide. And the way to confirm this is to click the Layout control on the Home tab. See, it's showing me that my slide is a title slide. There's many ways to insert slides. You can right-click in the left panel and choose New Slide. From the title slide, this will give you a title and content slide. Right-click again, and now you get another title and content slide. Click the Layout control to confirm this. To control exactly which layout you're inserting, use the New Slide control. It's on the Home tab and also on the Insert tab. Click the drop-down at the side and you'll see a selection of layouts. As you can see, there's more layouts other than title slide or title and content. Let me show you a few. Here's to content. And here's title only. Never worry if you don't have the layout you want. You can always change the current layout by clicking the Layout control. I'm going to insert a title and content slide, and then change it to a section header layout. Are you now the world's leading expert on inserting slides? Now, we're going to see how to organize your presentation deck by dividing it into sections. When you have more than around 5 or 6 slides in your presentation, it's a good idea to get organized and divide it into sections. You'll thank yourself for doing this if you ever have to change the running order. You usually add sections to a presentation where you already have the slides inserted. But you can add sections to a blank presentation to help you make an outline plan before you start. As I'm doing here. I'll need an introduction section, 2 other sections, and a conclusion section at the end. Just click the first slide, then click the Section control on the Home tab and click Add Section. Then, click after the slide, and keep clicking Add Section again until you have 4 sections. After that, you name them. Or, you can name them as you go along. Click the section where it says Untitled Section. And then click the Section control and choose Rename Section. We'll have Introduction for the first one. I think it's easier to right-click the section and choose Rename Section from the shortcut menu. Let's have North, South and Conclusion for the others. Click on the section or just below the section. Then click New Slide to add slides. And now I'll add sections to an existing presentation. It's just as easy as adding sections to a blank presentation. Here's my slides. I have an introduction slide, and I don't need a section for that one. I need 3 sections. I have the section header slides already made up. Let's add the sections. I'll name them as I go along. Click on the first, right-click and choose Add Section. Then type in the name, Europe. Down to the next section header slide. Click and right-click again. The name for this one is Asia Pacific. And then, down to the final section header slide. Click and right-click again. The name for this one is the Americas. That's all my sections done. Let's scroll up. Do you see that you can't avoid having a first section? You always get default section whether you want it or not. Too bad. Now we have our sections, let's see how easy it is to manage the view of our slides. Click the section control and choose Collapse All. Now you just see the sections. Click on one of them to expand the view of that section. Click Section again and choose Expand All. You can right-click in the left panel to collapse and expand. If you like having sections in your presentation, then I think that you'll love the next exciting episode, where we see the slide sorter view. We are usually in the normal view, which is PowerPoint's working view. But you want the slide sorter view if you ever need to see an overall view of the presentation. This view is perfect when you want to change the running order of your slides. Personally, I also quite like it for adding sections and slides. See what you think. PowerPoint has a number of different views and different ways of switching between the views. I am only going to use the obvious way today, which is to click the View tab. Then click the Slide Sorter control. Click Normal to get back to where you were. Click Slide Sorter again. As you can see, Slide Sorter shows you thumbnails for each of your slides and any sections. It's easy to expand and collapse the different sections. Let's look at the different selection methods first. To select a single slide, you click. I bet that surprised you. Double-clicking on a slide takes you to that slide in normal view. And that surprised me.
Wayne, I was horrified.
Yeah, me too. Let's get back to Slide Sorter and carry on with our selections. Multiple and block selection is next. Multiple selection is where you want to select more than one slide in any particular order. Click the first slide, then holding down your Control key, click on the others. Let's try. We'll select London, Berlin, Sydney and Boston. Click another slide to lose the selection. Try another one. Let's do New York, Paris and Rome. Good job. Watch out if you're doing this on your Mac. Don't use the Control key. Instead, use the Command key. On the Mac, Control-click shows the shortcut menus. And now, block selection. This is the selection of a continuous range of slides. For this, you'll need your Shift key. And that's the same key on the Mac. Click the first slide, then, holding down your Shift key, click the last slide. Click, Shift, click. Let's select London to Berlin. Click, Shift, click. Let's select Toronto to Boston. Click, Shift, click. Good job.
Wayne, does this only work on PowerPoint?
No, these are the standard methods of graphic object selection. They work everywhere.
So, you could use this on slides as well?
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't anyone ever tell me this stuff?
Claire, I just did. Let's change the running order of the slides. Just drag and drop a slide. In Europe, Berlin goes first. And then London goes last. I've changed my mind. Let's have Paris and Rome first instead. Pretty easy, huh? I've changed my mind again. Let's have Rome, Berlin and London in front of Paris. Wow. And you can do the same thing with the order of the sections. Let's move the Americas section after Europe. Click on the section and drag. Keep your eyes on the line. And drop. You've moved the entire section. I prefer to do this with the sections collapsed. Right-click any section and choose Collapse All from the shortcut menu. Then drag and drop as before. Let's move Europe to the end and Asia Pacific on first. It's so easy to do this in Slide Sorter view. Final job is to add a new section and populate it with some slides. Click wherever you want your new section. At the end. At the start. Or anywhere in between. Right-click and choose Add Section. We'll name this one as Africa. And now for some slides. Right-click and choose New Slide. Oh no. That's the wrong layout. I wanted a section header layout. I think this is where we came in. Let's go back to the Home tab so we can see what we're doing. Change the slide layout to Section Header. And then insert a title and content slide. We need 2 more the same. So, just keep clicking New Slide. And I'm all done. I hope you enjoyed seeing PowerPoint Slide Sorter.
Thanks, Wayne. I'm going to wrap up this video today by showing you one of PowerPoint's hidden gems, the Selection Pane. If you ever have to deal with busy slides that have multiple shapes, images and text boxes, then you really need to know this one. You'll love it. Here's my slide and, as you can see, it's a busy one, containing many different objects. And the objects are often stacked up on top, or below, others. This makes it very difficult to edit any particular object, you just can't seem to select anything. Wayne, have you ever had this problem?
Oh yeah. So many times. You end up having to move everything out of the way. Then do your editing. And then move everything back where it was.
It's not much fun. Especially, as it already took you ages to arrange everything in the first place. Wayne, you've been wasting your time. You should have used the Selection Pane. Let's take a look. On my slide, I've forgotten to add a shadow to my map of Europe. I want it to be the same as the others. I wish I'd remembered to do it before I started arranging all the other slide objects. It's only a minor change, but now I can't seem to get onto it without moving things around. First job is to turn on the Selection Pane. There's a few different ways of doing this. The easiest is to click on an object and see if you can spot the Selection Pane control on the Format tab. There it is. All your slide objects are listed, showing their PowerPoint names. Let's start by pressing the Tab key, so that we can identify our map. It's Tab key to go forward, and Shift Tab to go back. Here's our map of Europe, at last. Its name is Graphic 3. I'll never remember that. Let's give it a better name, so that we can spot it again, easily. Just double-click, and type in a new name. Watch out! I'm on my Mac today. If you have PowerPoint on a Windows PC, then changing the object's name is slightly different. You don't double-click to edit a name. Instead, you click twice on the object name. Click slowly, once, and then once again. Now, let's do our editing. Click the Hide All button to hide all your slide elements. You'll now see that all the eyes are closed. Now, click to open the eye icon for Europe. And you've isolated just the object that you want to work on. Do your editing and, when you're finished doing the shadow, click the Show All button to make everything visible again. Then, turn off the selection pane and you're done. Wasn't that easier than moving everything around?
Claire, that's a game changer. Wow. I wish I'd known about the selection pane years ago.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short preview. PowerPoint Introduction is one of our most popular courses. People often say that PowerPoint is so easy to use that you don't need any training. Well, PowerPoint is easy. But, you know, it's very easy to waste your time doing simple things the long way round. A little bit of knowledge goes a very long way. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you again soon. Do get in touch if you want any help with your PowerPoint presentations. Maybe you would like to arrange a training course for yourself or for some of your colleagues. You can drop me a line or phone me on the number shown here. This preview was only a brief guide to our PowerPoint Introduction course. Follow the link below if you want to see the full course outline. And, don't forget, we can always tailor any training course to suit your own specific requirements. You might like to see the previews for both our PowerPoint Advanced and Excel Introduction courses. Follow the links coming up on the screen. And for now, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me. Bye.